going on, everyone? Samurai Solo, and I am back with God of War. So, like I said off camera, I did some cleaning up, sold a bunch of my weaker enchantments and some of my armors I just never was going to use. And yeah, we are ready to continue on now. So, I think let's go ahead and take this back to. We could just take the boat from where we're at, but I think it might be quicker to go to Brock's place first, then take the boat. We also have a favor for Sindri, so we could check that out, see where it is on the map at least. But first, let's get over here.
Well, you gentlemen certainly know how to get around. Why don't you tell me how all this began with Balder?
He just knocked on our door.
Balder of Asgard just knocked on your door.
Yeah, he just showed up and started a fight. He said he wanted to know something. He said, I know what you are.
Oh, well, we'll circle back to that later. What exactly did he want to know?
I was on before.
He said I already knew what he wanted. Perhaps he mistook me for another.
Eh,
He did.
that's quite interesting.
It's funny because Amir is helping us figure out why Balder of the Acer came out to our door. I know what you already know what I want. Who does he think we are? Yeah, he thought Kratos thought he got found out, but that's not the case. He was looking for Kratos' wife, right? Because she was a giant, which of course Kratos doesn't know yet. See if Brock's got anything to say.
Oh there. Got another
Oh.
favor to ask you two.
Let's
What
hear
do
it.
you want, dwarf?
I got another lead on my old pal on Vari. Meet me at the Lawn Soother Mines. There's some fancy-dancy loot in it for you.
Another lead? But we already found him. Well, found his hand anyways.
I'll explain at the mines. These ones is just south of the river pass. Now you two want something, or you just gonna stand there all gag-scrapped and slack-jawed?
All right, you know what? We'll do it. Why not? Let's get this one out the way.
On Vari's hand at the Velander
Oh, hold on.
mines. Feller was always tampering with souls and dark rituals and matters of the night, see?
All right. Well, we'll meet you there. I mean, you're still talking, but that's all right. Oh, there we go. And let me see real quick for Brock's favor. We get an epic enchantment and 3,200 XP out of it. Also, speaking with the XP I have right now, I feel like I should do some stuff with Kratos. What do we have here? You know what? I'm going to try this switch stance business. Switch stance by pausing momentarily after any once in new stance, press R1 to perform a sweeping attack. Oh, do I need to get... Oh, purchase it. And then this is unlock a second follow-up R1 combo while on the switch stance. We'll check it out. First, let me just play with the one we have now. We got our trades pretty much decked out besides just the greatly increases firing rate.
Obviously the marriage to Odin didn't last. But how did Frey end up a hermit in the woods?
Oh, that was a singular piece of cruelty, even for Odin. As if the marriage wasn't punishment enough. Freya was better to him than he deserved. She stuck it out through all manner of indignity, all in the name of maintaining peace and safety for her people. But Odin's madness, his tyranny, his corruption of her magics, it became more than she could stomach, and at long last she broke it off. Odin's wrath was fierce, and his curses upon her were more than she dared to fear.
But her magic was so much stronger than his.
After so much time together, he knew her vulnerabilities, and exploited them to craft curses she could never break.
Oh, like not being able to leave Midgard.
Worse still, he robbed her of her warrior spirit. Freya cannot fight, even to defend herself. No living thing may she harm by blade nor spell. In a world this belligerent, what choice does she have but isolation?
Poor Freya. I guess
Oh,
if I was
wow.
her, I'd spit in your face too.
Aye, lad. So would I.
I didn't want to do this because I didn't know they stopped talking. Wanted to make sure I hear that story. So we have this here. And this is going to a drink from the Dew of the World tree. Defense permanently increased by 2. Awesome.
I see something down there.
Up, here we go. We're in the right path.
Should we dock on this beach?
Oh, and I did change my talisman, guys, to the axe throw thing where I don't want to activate it, but you activate it and time slows down, and axe throws are supposed to be more powerful, so figured give it a shot. It's the only other talisman I have, besides the health one. Which the health one is nice, because even though it's not much health, some health is better than nothing, but I wanted to just give it a shot. I do want to. How much Hawk Silver do I have now? 22. Yeah, I want to save up 45,000 to be able to get archer aces, to be able to carry one more extra arrow. This is it. Let's go ahead and get this.
Well, looky who decided to show. Talk to this here ring.
What? I can't hear thoughts from rings, bro. It's talking to me! It's Anvari!
Ha! Knew it.
He says he went to the Velander mines to observe his mistake, but then the Soul Eater attacked. So as he was being ripped apart, he cast a spell that removed his soul and put in this ring. And then he...
What about all his stuff?
Huh?
Anvari had a workshop here with all sorts of posh doodads and ornatery tools. And one beaut of a hammer. You make mention of it still in there?
You're upsetting him.
Your point? You fellas take Anvari with you and go have a look-see. If you find his hammer, I'll whip up something real nice for you. Hey now, don't go forgetting your entry stone.
Alright, well, let's do it.
Anvari isn't happy about us taking his stuff.
I do not care.
I'm not gonna tell him that.
I'm gonna try this activation, slow down time business here.
Should we attack?
Wait, how do you activate it again? I thought it said R3. Wait, that's activate while aiming. Okay, activate while aiming. I don't know if I did it right, but whatever. But if we can kill one of these guys real easy and quick, that's nice. Look how we just hold him down. Didn't mean to do that, but this is actually a really cool attack. I didn't mean to do that though, but that's fine. Oh, there's more. Oh my god, I'm just pressing every button accidentally. Oh. Man, wrecked them.
Looks like we got 'em all.
Accidentally used my heavy runic, which isn't a big deal on that, but then accidentally used my rage, which we are almost full again, but still. Need to pay attention to my button presses.
Atreus, follow me.
Sorry, I got distracted. Anvari says this dwarf was part of his crew. That he died because of his mistakes. He sounds sad.
The ring's grief is of little importance, boy.
The ring. Okay, we have this. Now, how do we open this, though? This is what I want to get to. There might be another way around it from up top, possibly. Oh, I see a bucket. Hold on, let's get this bucket. Because I do need all the hack silver I can get right now. Okay.
Oh, he did not like that. He's warning us not to go down there.
Stop listening to the ring, boy. Cannot be trusted.
Okay, so obviously we're going to go down there, but how do we get to this chest? This thing can't be, not that it would matter, I don't think, but can't be pushed or nothing. Well, hold on. Dark elves, wow. Whoa. Look at the damage on that. Yeah, but that's the risk right there. Did it again. Didn't mean to do that. Cancel. Cancel. There you go. I don't know why I keep accidentally pressing that now. Get a little too excited, I guess. We got the rage thing here. What's up? Yeah, I'm not. We'll have to see if we can get there from. Maybe we have to drop down first. You know, dropping down will let us get there. There's a chain here too, so that'll be for later, obviously. These shock arrows are great, man. I really like them a lot. Let's get this chest first. Yeah, I don't know how we get that chest up there. It's kind of annoying. I'm going to have to see if I can figure that out here later. And we got steel, serpent scales. Up. Hold on.
Silence that ring, boy.
I don't know how.
I was thinking this is probably an optional area. Yep. What do we got? Hack silver? Yep. Oh, I love getting all this hack silver. It's great. Okay. And that's where we dropped down from, so there's really nothing else. Let's go up. Well, wait. Before we go up, there's this here. Huh. See where this takes us real quick. Back to where we were, I'm assuming. Aha, the chest out we couldn't figure out how to get to. We got it. Ooh, a treasure map,
Look here.
maybe?
Treasure map.
Nice. Let's check it out. Kneel before Thor. I've lived to serve the god of thunder, and I bury my greatest treasure where all inhabitants of Midgard should dwell at the feet of the gods. Okay. I think we can figure out what that one's at. Go ahead and open this.
A soul leader.
And a traveler. Guard up.
A traveler? That's a soul leader? Oh yeah, that's an enemy. So let me check that while I'm aiming. Press R3. Oh, I guess it's doing it now when it looks like that. Okay, that did nothing to him. Yeah, I remember these guys with their crazy armor. Whoa! No! I couldn't, nothing I could do there. Oh, are you serious? You're gonna give me this guy, then a Tatzel worm? Nice. Oh, great. Another one. Is he healing himself? Yikes. I feel like I should go after the Tatzel worm first. What can I do about that? Ah, ha ha ha, there you go. Oh. Now your armor's gone. Whoa, these guys are tough. That attack they do is crazy. That one little, they get their health back. What do we get there? Traveler Grizzler's Trophy. So killing travelers. I do vaguely remember these enemies. I thought you met them later, but yeah.
What's a soul leader even doing here?
Traveler, they wear really strong armor, have huge swords, and are one of the toughest enemies we've faced. Who are they and what do they want with us? Mom never mentioned the travelers. I hope we don't have to fight too many of them.
What do you mean it's your fault?
Boy, ignore it.
Craft the traveler's armor. Ooh, traveler armor.
It's sort of tough for me to ignore.
Okay, so oh, we can climb up here. Up, knock that down. Oh, we have to get it from the other side. You know what? I think I might go back to my armor. I mean, my health thing, my health talisman. Now, which way do we need to go? I'm assuming that might be the way. Yeah, because the map shows that way. So let's see what's over here then. What you got for us here? Chest?
He says this chest will trigger a bunch of traps.
I don't know about that. Let's see.
I see no traps.
Sounded so sure about it.
Damn, what, $25, 25% resistance? That's pretty nice. Let's look at that. Let's look at the stats on it real quick. Armor. This doesn't have an enchantment socket. I might need to get something else. Offers 5 vitality. What am I rocking right now? Strength, runic, and vitality. I mean, I can say no to 3 strength to get that 25% resistance plus more vitality. It's not a bad thing. It'll only be 5 vitality we have altogether, but that's fine. It's our only legendary one. Why not? Yeah, I might actually go ahead and get rid of that one armor. I think it's the gauntlets that doesn't let me have an enchantment socket. I need to... And also, let me go ahead and put back on. So here, though, I get 4 defense and 6 cooldown. Here, I only get 2 defense but 4 vitality, but I also get health back. So, and we could upgrade it. I haven't gone that route yet.
Focus up.
Damn, I didn't see that one.
Good. Keep it up.
Where'd he go? Oh, did he die? I guess he did die. This might be the path we need to go, so let me see what the other way is. Just a little thing there. Let's see if there's anything. That's it? Okay. Oh, hold on. What's this? What's the point of this? Hold on, what's this? Why is it giving me the option to climb that? What am I... That's really bizarre, right? Okay, here we go. Aha, there it is. I was trying to see if I can keep climbing it, but I guess not. Oh, well then how do I get down? Oh. I'm literally just pressing right on the stick to see if I can go right. It won't let me. It automatically puts me up, so I guess it's telling me that's it. Cool though, we found a little secret there. That's a really easy to miss chest. I'll use my health burst. Got something there. Oops.
Mari says his workshop is up there. But I know. Don't trust the talking.
Now we can climb. Okay. Sense a fight here. Oh, she right into it. We're okay though. Get a little closer. I want to do my heavy runic, but I want them all kind of grouped up. Damn it, that got me. I'm gonna use my rage when I get a chance. Or you know what I could use? My runic. My, what's it called? The Archerasis thing. Oh, nice. Damn it. Whoa. There's more? Damn, I thought that was it. Okay, yeah, use my rage. That's enough for that. Oh, nice. Took him right off the edge. Alright, let's save it. Well, I pretty much used it all anyway. That's fine. Damn, that got me? Got him. Oh, it looks like you can maybe cancel it because I pressed it again. It seemed to stop it early, right? I'm not sure. Yeah, that guy was tough. Create a small defensive zone that prevents Kratos' attacks from being interrupted and reduces the amount of damage he takes. When upgraded, restores a small amount of health as well. Maybe? How much does it cost to upgrade it? Gives you 8 defense, creates a small defense that prevents Kratos from being interrupted. That is nice, but you still take damage. I guess if you... if we were to up... How come I can't... Oh, I can't do it because this is on cooldown. Can you upgrade these from here? I know you have to do them at a blacksmith. I didn't pay attention. Yeah, I guess we gotta do it at a blacksmith. See how much it costs. If it's not too much, I wouldn't mind.
Boy.
Father, please, just listen. Invari's crew did something bad here. He's glad you destroyed his lab, and he's sorry you kept trying to trick us. His hammer is just through this gate.
Okay. Well, how do we open said gate? Oh, I saw that at first and it didn't give me the prompt to do that, so I was like, I guess it's not there. Oh, there is a chest there, so that could be it. Oh, is this another
What?
treasure map maybe, or just
Yes,
a
sir.
lore thing? We'll see.
Okay. That's going in the journal.
Yeah, just some lore. Let's read it. The Soul Eaters. Removing an ancient soul and domesticating it as a beast of burden was surprisingly easy. They followed my every command and appeared to possess no free will, sense of self-preservation, or even hunger. Well, not until it turned poor, lit in the ashes, not even a soul remained. A lack of their own must be what drives them to immolate the souls of others. My soul eaters are an abomination. Several were sent to Muspelheim at the request of Surtur, however you say his name. What he will use them for I shudder to consider. Another to Monsongnir, however you say that, who whatever, that fool can burn for all I care. My immediate concern is the dwarf of the Volunder mines. I pray I'm not too late to undo my mistake. Aha, see what you're up to, Anvari. Oh, there it is.
This is a fine hammer.
And Vari says thank you.
Now, so I see the path this way, but I'm like, we can't break through this. Can we? Look, there is a chain, though. So how do we break this? Oh, you know what? I saw the minecart behind us. There we go. Like Kratos couldn't just move those rocks out the way.
Can we keep him?
We will talk to the blue one.
The blue one. Up. Oh, one thing I did do off camera, guys, on the last episode was buy a resurrection. So one of the good ones that gives you refills you with a lot of health. It's 5,000 hack silver, but I mean that's worth it. All right, let's speak to Brock.
You two
Here,
Oh,
the alchemist's hammer. His spirit is a nuisance.
Yeah, Anvari always was an asshole. Hell of an alchemist, though. Hand him over here and I'll melt him down.
What? You're going to melt down your friend?
A trapped soul's what I need to give your reward some extra oomph. You don't want it?
Father, we can't do that. Here, you hold on to him. He's really useful, I promise.
Fine. So long as he proves his worth.
very high weight, very high perk
Gets a
activation
bit of
chance
the
to grant a
soft,
health burst
yeah.
on any successful runic attack
Well,
kill.
he'll grow out.
Okay.
Hey, Brock, we found something interesting.
Did you now? Well, color me interested.
Anvari wasn't very helpful at first, but something about seeing that dead soul eater in the land soother mines made him realize he was being kind of a jerk. I think he feels guilty because he and some other dwarves were experimenting with ancients there, and they accidentally created soul eaters. Glad we didn't have to fight anymore. Anyway, his soul is still trapped in a ring. Brock wanted to melt him down. He can be so mean sometimes. But I convinced Father to keep him, and now he's part of our group. Father even uses Anvari's soul as an enchantment sometimes. Must be hard being trapped in a piece of jewelry, but Anvari doesn't complain too much. I've gotten pretty good at ignoring him. Let's see what Brock has for us.
See, you boys ran afoul of some travelers. Or them travelers ran afoul of you, more like.
Who are they? What do they want?
Dunno. Oh, you ask a lot of questions.
Oh, nice.
So what'd you find out there?
That was like Traveler's Armor. Now we can make it now, of course, but... So we need Traveler's Armor shards. Man, look at that defense. 34 defense, 20 vitality, slowly regenerated protective barrier that absorbs a single attack. How cool would that be to get? But yeah, we'll have to come across other Travelers, I'm sure, to get their shards. So that'll be a little bit... Gauntlet of the Traveler. So you need... Yeah, we had picked that up too, Grizzly Trophy, so we need that for the gauntlets. And then the waist armor. you know what? I might have enough hack silver to get our trades his bow count. Like just oh, actually it's 40. I could sell some of my artifacts to get enough though. I think we might do that. Pretty much use all of our. Let's see. For this, we need pure essence of realms and dust of realms more defense. Create a small defense that prevents kills attacks from being interrupted. Oh, that's the upgraded though. That's if we want to upgrade. We already have this, of course. Okay. So Dust of Realms. I probably will try this on, but I really need to upgrade it again to be able to get health back, though. I don't have it. Okay, sell. This should be enough. More than enough.
You got what you wanted.
Because I still have this for 18, but I'll wait till I really, really need it. Now, because the quiver will increase the capacity. The bow we're done with. No, we're not. Increase arrow damage. Runic summons fully recharged. Our trace is... Okay, so you could upgrade further, but we already have all of his skills, but you could do that. I'm okay with not... I mean, I'm not saying I won't ever get it, but yeah. Right now I want this. I wonder if that can be done any further, and now we'll find out. It looks like... Nope, that's it. Okay, fair enough. So we got that done. Alright, cool. I don't even know if I'll bother. I mean 80,000. I don't even know if I really need that, to be honest with you. Okay, we're good.
Always a pleasure. Now fuck right along.
Mark's hilarious. Okay, let's go to skills. Let's go ahead and get our trace. This is his last skill, literally, I think we need. It greatly increase the bow firing rate. On this one. Massively increase. And we might as well. We have more than enough XP. And like I said, I believe we have every skill unlocked right now. Right? You better believe we do. Cool. So our trace is done. So now we can focus on crits. I haven't bothered with the shield, but cause I don't know, I haven't feel like I really needed it. Like maybe if I was playing on higher difficulties for stun stuff, I might, but I've just been working on the axe now. I forgot to do the switch stance stuff. Let me see how this works. There it is. So you got to give it just a little bit of a pause. Not even, okay, more than that. That wasn't enough. Oh, I went to it and now. Okay. Oh, you can see the animation of when he does it. So you can do double attacks and then go for it. Okay, so you could do like 2 attacks in a row then. Okay, that's kind of neat. Maybe that could, I mean, might be viable here and there. While barehanded aim and press R1 instantly recall a very powerful spinning attack. I kind of like that. And this one, unlock a second follow-up R1 combo attack. So as you see, that does it again. Let's get it. And then this one, switch stances. Pause momentarily after, and then once in a new stance, press R2 to perform a range. Let me see. $1,500. Yeah, get it. Okay, so we can do a second attack with R1, and then we have the R2 one, the switch stance. Let's see how that looks. See. Yep, there's a double. And then that's that. Can I go like R1, then R2? Oh, you can. So you can kind of chain those. That's actually really neat. You can probably do some fun stuff with that. Can I go R1, R1, then R2? Let's see.
Why would you do that?
Whoops. No, it won't let me go R2 afterwards. Alright, cool though. I'm happy with that. Okay, so as far as let's see. We have a thing from what's his name? Well, we get a legendary pommel out of it. Sindri used a sigil and a knife. We bought him to trace to Revis and Nor. Tempted to kind of do that right now, but we could also get along with the main mission. We also could check out the Realm of Fire eventually, which we 100% are. Where is this located at, out of curiosity? Way over here. Where's this? That's where we need to go. Oh, so we need to do this eventually, but we can't even worry about doing that right now till we get further into the, looks like the mission here, huh? So we shouldn't even bother with that right now. Okay. So once again, I think we're going to head back to Brock's place. Plus, we can see if Brock has... well, Brock's already right there anyway. I guess he doesn't have anything for us. And then from there, we could head over there. Actually, I might stop the video here, even though we still have time. And then we can make our... Or you know what? I guess we can make our way over there first. We can try to make our way over there. Or we run out of time here, and then we can stop the video. That way we're already there.
So who are those two men with Balder? Are they really the sons of Thor?
Aye, Magni and Modi. Two bigger twits you won't likely find in the halls of Asgard. They'll do anything their uncle puts them up to.
They are fools.
Well, dangerous fools, to be sure. When they work together, they're formidable. But too often it's a petty competition. Terribly strong, even as children. I remember the time Hrungnir the Brawler fell upon Thor.
Another time, Ed.
Aw.
Oh, I wanted to actually hear that story. I guess since we got here already, is that why I did that? Make sure Brock doesn't have anything to say. He has some stuff. Let's hear.
Oh, almost forgot. Brock, this is our new friend Mimir.
We've met.
Oh, why didn't you say so?
He knows why. I know why. You know why.
Quiet. No more of this.
You know what? Sorry I brought it up. Can't you and Sindri just patch things up? Whatever happened couldn't be all that bad. You're family.
Now don't be lecturing me about family. I ain't the one what forgot what our name stood for. What we made, the weapons we made were legendary across 9 realms for more years than I can count. You just don't throw that away on account of one bad...
One bad what?
One bad nothing. Ain't you got somewhere to be?
Yeah, that's all he's got to say. Okay. Now, obviously, we could just do more random exploring too, but we'll go ahead and get going here on the main mission. We did a couple of favors for Sindri and Brock. Got some nice experience, whatnot, items. Let's get going with the main story here now. We have to get a chisel. Up. Did I get this one yet? No, that looks new. Let's check it out.
Mimir, there was a shrine about a giant lady with lots of books and visions.
Ah,
Nice strength.
Groa, the Knowledge Keeper. She was a gifted sorceress who gathered every tome of arcane wisdom she could find in the realms, all in the hopes of augmenting her powers of prophecy, that she might find her lost husband, Aurvandil. But it was not her husband she would glimpse in her visions, for it was Groa, seeing longer and farther than any before or since, who witnessed Ragnarok, the end and the beginning. When Odin caught word of her ultimate prophecy, he maneuvered to obtain her knowledge and hoard it for himself. Groa knew Odin as a long-time patron of her services, and so she welcomed him into her library as a friend. What she did not know is that Odin himself was behind her husband's disappearance, having used his enchantments to conceal his death at Thor's hands from her sight. Smiling, jealous Odin took her by the throat, and with his very hands he stole her library and her life for his own.
I always knew Odin was bad.
A giant sorceress and a powerful seer slain by Odin did he steal her book of visions. Called the Knowledge Keeper, Groa was the first to have a vision of Ragnarok. She trusted in Odin as a friend. Bad idea, yeah.
That's just...
Ruthless, barbaric, heartless? That's Odin. In fact, we would do well to sit here in silence for the next few moments and reflect on Odin's capacity for cruelty.
I think we need to open that gate, but we have to open it here. So here's the thing there. Oh, there's a spirit.
You were taken from this realm too early.
We can speak to him. We don't actually have to do it right now or anything like that. Let's see what he has to say.
You who walks among the living, my beloved Gulvig calls to me. She yearns for peace, yet her remains lie in pieces. I beg of you, make my Gulvig whole again.
You want us to collect her bones? Gross.
Gulvig's Sather magic knows no bounds. She can reunite you with those you've lost.
Really? How?
Boy,
I can smell your grief, child. Rest assured, her magic is strong enough to create bridges between life and death. If only for a short while.
boy, we are leaving.
So recover her bones. We don't have to do that right now.
3 of sweet Gulvig's bones and spread them across the lake. Bring me her bones, child. Gulvig will reward you.
And just out of curiosity, what would you get out of doing that? You get Tyr's waste armor recipe, Tyr's offering, and some XP. Definitely end up doing it. Don't need to do it right now, though. We also have Sindri's quest, too, which we can't do till later, it looks like, anyway. Does that say closed? Oh, hold on. Oh, hello. We don't want it too easy. Okay. Come on, big boy. Me and you. Oh, I didn't move out the way of that in time. That I definitely didn't do. That was my dumb fault. Ouch. Gotta get on him right away and kill that guy. I wasn't gonna bother riding him because I didn't think any more enemies were around. He's nearly dead.
My fair Gulvig. This realm suffers without her spirit.
Father, maybe we should look for those bones.
Why?
Didn't you hear him? We could talk to Mom again. If
Rage.
we keep an eye out
Look
while
if you wish, boy. I will not be distracted by this fool's errand.
Kratos isn't having it. But yeah, we will end up doing that. I don't think I ever did that in the original game. There's a lot of favors I did not do. Because I know there's a trophy for doing all of Sindri and Brock's favors, and I never did. I never got that trophy, so I didn't do them all. We're going to do them all in this game.
What is it?
I'm glad you asked, actually. I have just the story for you. There was a giant once named Thamur. A very giant who, despite his mountainous size, was without question the greatest stonemason this world had ever seen. Proud Thamur hoped to one day pass his vast knowledge on to his son. But young Hrimthur had the heart of a warrior. Perhaps the father had too much fear in him, or the son too little. Either way, the quarrel of the earth spiraled out of control, and the overworked stonemason, bonk, struck his son. Hrimthur ran off into the night. Feeling shame and regret, Thamur chased after his son. But in his emotional state, soon found himself wandering Midgard, lost and alone. Sadly, he caught the eye of the one person he didn't want to meet alone that night, so far from home. Thor.
And what happened next?
You'll see.
Thor killed him. And look, we found the village?
Aye. When Thamur fell, he crushed a charming place
Damn.
famed for worshipping the Vanir god Njord. Thor always took credit for planning that one. The truth is, the sweaty ballbag just got lucky.
Ball bag. I see enemies up here. How much time do we have left? Maybe enough time to clear them out first. Before we get off? I think so. I think we can clear them out.
A wolver!
A
Yeah, okay,
dangerous
that's a new
beast.
one.
We will take him down together.
Put that shotgun. Nice, we got rid of him. I'm gonna upgrade this. This weapon is just too cool. It really is. That weapon is awesome. I love it. Yeah, I'm about to get this stuff. I didn't want to, but...
Greasy could chisel.
The tip of one, yes.
Wolver. They look like wolves, but they stand upright like humans and are a lot smarter and stronger and faster. Their fur is dense. It makes them tough to put down. They remind me a little of those berserkers that father put down last summer, but wolves instead of bears.
Very giant chisel.
Yeah, that was awesome. Okay, let's get this hidden chamber on the map. That's 6 of them. Okay, and how much would it cost to upgrade that skill? Because I love it a lot. Like, it can leave you vulnerable, but I mean, if you're smart with it, it won't be a problem. I mean, it is just really, really cool. The damage it does in the frost, too. It costs 4,500 to upgrade. Upgrade it again, increase the amount of frost damage as well as the length of the beam. I mean, maxes out the frost and then upgrade it again will give it 1 damage. We'll wait a little bit, though. I mean, it's doing really good stuff now, but I do kind of think I want to upgrade that. I really like it, though. I was hoping it might be a little cheaper. Okay. Let's get this item. Okay, guys, I am going to go ahead and stop here, though. And when we come back, we will continue on here. But that's going to do it for this one. I do appreciate y'all watching. I will catch y'all next time. Hope y'all have a great day. Stay safe. Take care. Peace.